Hi everyone, happy Sunday. Baby Niklaus is saying hello. I thought I would take a break from my work. I've been plugging away at QuickBooks, the books for our business, this weekend, and I just needed a second away. And I thought I would share a little moment with this guy. I just heard again from his artist this morning. She's such a lovely lady. She actually has a penny by Natalie Blick up on eBay right now. Her eBay ID is wendys-babies, and that's Wendy with a Y. Super cute little girl. I just love this guy. It's very difficult to get pictures that really capture what he looks like in person. I think the Atticus sculpt, and maybe some of you who have Atticus can attest to this. I think he has some really hard lines, like in the structure of his face, the skull shape, his brow, and I think the camera captures it. He sometimes comes across with like droopy cheeks and very hard lines in his forehead, but he doesn't look like that in person. And he's actually super tiny and delicate. I'm trying to give you some perspective with the size of my hand, but for some reason his face always looks big in pictures. So I'm going to put an outfit on him that I've been saving. I got before his arrival. I got it secondhand from a mommy in a nice neighborhood nearby whose baby has gotten too big for it. It's kind of like a snowsuit. I think it may be Baby Gap. I'm not sure. The tag is cut out. I think it'll look very cute on him, although it'll be a little bit big. He wears, in mother care, he wears Tiny Baby, which is up to 5 pounds. And that seems to fit him pretty well. So, and I haven't actually put him, save for one Baby Gap onesie that we tried on, I haven't put him in anything else, so we'll see how it fits him. All right, so we will be back in a flash. And we're back. So here he is. As I suspected, it's a little roomy on him, but not bad. It's lined with this really, really soft, faux fur, all knit on the outside. Would definitely keep him cozy, warm, and I do not put hats on him in general because of his hair, but I thought, well, let's see what he looks like in his outer gear. He looks really cute. So there he is, all in white. It's funny, I think that we, this is all play and fantasy, right? So I think that we picture, I'll use I statements. I picture the fantasy of what it would be like having a particular baby as a real baby. Fantasy doesn't seem like the right word, but so for my other little one, Norman, I call him my American baby. I could totally see him in a stroller or a bouncer. He wears cute, colorful outfits from Carter's hoodies, things like that. He just looks so adorable, and his wardrobe is almost entirely from other moms that are getting rid of stuff from their babies. And then this guy, he stays in this Moses basket, and he wears, like I said, I haven't gotten him in anything other than mother care. I love him in the creams and the grays and the oatmeals, and no bright character outfits. And I would picture pushing him in like a pram, a carriage. So it's like, I don't know if you call that personality or what. Yep. I've been laughing. I'm thinking about doing a little series called Show Your Shitty. I have moved into less and less judgment as I've gotten older, and a lot of that has to do with, I think, moving past lying to myself about my internal thoughts, I guess. I think that there's this, when you do something shitty, you have your own backstory. You know where you're coming from. You know what your stressors were. You know what your reasons were. You have a lot of things that are inside that the world doesn't see, things that you don't have to admit to. When you see somebody else be shitty, they're like over there. It's like just plain out, they're a jerk. But when it's you, like there's all these reasons. And so the more in tune I've gotten with my internal thoughts, my inability, you guys, to go 24 hours without complaining, even in my mind, has caused me to relax and have a lot more empathy. But I've been thinking about doing a little series called Show Your Shitty, where I, maybe admit to some of that internal stuff. And I guess the purpose would be to show a little bit more of the all is one reality, how, and the connection between us and the forgiveness. One of my favorite, I think it's a Zen story, and it used to make me really mad because I wanted to hang on to the good moments. So I didn't like this story, but it goes, abbreviated version, something like this. A farmer was born, a farmer had a little boy, and everybody in the neighborhood, in the village, came by and said, "Congratulations, you have this young son, he can help you with the farm." And he said, you might be right, we'll see. Really even tone. I thought, oh, he didn't get very excited. And then his son was working on the farm and he broke his leg. And the villagers brought food and they said, "Oh, how terrible, your son broke his leg, now he can't help on the farm." And he thought, well, perhaps, we'll see. And shortly thereafter, the army came through, taking all the young men in the village off to war. His son couldn't go because of the broken leg. And everybody rejoiced and said, "How wonderful, your son will stay here." And the farmer said, "Well, perhaps, you might be right. We'll see." So I guess it kind of connects to being, showing your shitty. Not really, but it's all connected. But it talks about how all things will pass, the good stuff and the bad stuff, and that helped me a lot too. Because when I would get so attached to how wonderful things were going and then there was a bad day, I sort of fell apart. But if I know that everything comes in waves, like if happiness or goodness is like the shore that you see off in the distance if you're in the ocean, when you're at the top of a swell, you can see it so clearly. And then when you dip down between waves, it's totally out of sight. And if you can't maintain that bigger picture, you think maybe it's gone. But then another swell comes and lifts you up. I guess all of it is connected through the idea of balance and peace and acceptance. And I think that the purpose of being is to be. And life has gaps in it. You don't run around like crazy trying to fill them. To take a line from a great movie called Take This Waltz. Yeah, so I think I'm going to come back and do that separately. Think about some fun dirt to dish on myself. So one more time, Mr. Niklaus says goodbye. Happy Sunday. Hope to see you soon. My new outfits are coming, so we'll come on and show you guys those when they arrive. Love everybody. Bye.